The show for today, we're talking to Alana McLaughlin, and the topic is slavery and the Holocaust. And she's given us quite a bit of information in reference to the inhumanity of man toward man in both slavery and the Holocaust. But she has also agreed now to not only talk about these topics, but to expand the area of slavery as well as the Holocaust. And let's pick up where we left off in reference to your idea of slavery outside of the slavery that you've been talking about.
Well, if you just tuned in to the last 10 minutes of the show today, we basically, from the last two segments, we talked about how the slaves fell and the perspective of if parents want to tell them about the history, if they're too mature or if they're too immature. Now, in the first segment, I'm going to go back and expand on what slavery really means. Now, slavery still goes on. It might not go on as familiar, or it might not go on as often, but it still goes on in China, India, Indonesia, Asia, Philippines, the Netherlands. It still goes on somewhere, like human trafficking or sexual abuse. That's still being used as a slave because you have to work or you get beaten if your master doesn't tell you to do it and you do it anyway, then you're gonna have a punishment. So it still goes on. So never think that slavery is just completely all gone just because you don't see it, because it's going on somewhere. You might not see it, but it's going on somewhere, and you might not hear it, but it's still going on.
And so what you're saying is that the modern slavery that you're talking about, trafficking and et cetera, is as detrimental to individuals as the old kind of slavery, sending them to the fields and et cetera, and that you would like to advocate the end of this new kind of slavery that we're talking about. What do you say about that? Do you think that that many people are caught up in this through what you often refer to as bullying?
Yes, cyberbullying. You can be bullied anywhere. It doesn't matter if you're on the internet, because some people believe that anybody likes them more people like them if they're prettier, or more people like them if they're more popular, if they have long hair, short hair, and long skirts and short skirts, and they think that they are liked more just because they're more better than their usual self. Now, bullying mainly goes on with your electronics like iPod Touch, iPhone 4S, laptops. It mainly goes on there, and I'm trying to stop it right there. Don't expand more to where you can be bullied at home, in your own house, because it already happened. Just stop right there, cut the cord, quit bullying, and I literally will start my own campaign to stop bullying in MNPS, the Metro Nashville Public School System, because I know that mainly it goes on anywhere, any state, any place. It goes on, just like slavery. It goes on in different countries, and you might not see it, but you know it's still happening.
And so you're involved in a campaign, Alana, to try to improve the situation for folks who are being bullied, or folks who are being exploited, or
being a bully. If you want to turn around, then you can honestly. There are many ways for forgiveness. Ask the people that you bullied to forgive you. Ask for forgiveness, like you do if you committed a sin to the Lord. Ask forgiveness. And so in a real sense, I think you introduced something that's quite unique here, that you think it's more important to deal not only with the persons who are bullied, but the people who are bullies themselves. Is that what you're saying? Is that you really stop the bully, and then there is no bullying? Is that what you're trying to say here? I really believe that everybody deserves a second chance. From being bullied to being a bully, from being in the making of both, I really believe that everybody deserves a second chance, because, you know, you're not born a bully. You can be like, oh, yeah, I'm tough. But you're not born a bully. You're made into a bully because you see your parents fighting with each other. You're going to go do it to somebody else. In your early childhood, if you're traumatized by something, then that could lead on to further mess. And basically, that bullies might be the people who are bullied, and they're just doing it so that they don't get hurt anymore, or that they were traumatized in their earlier years, and they're just going to go do it because they see their parents doing it, and they're going to recreate that until it finally all stops.
And so what would you tell